Boy, do I have news for you. You are looking at my Nepenthes. And, I don't know. There's just so much that I have to say right now. I don't know where to start. I want to start with, remember the video where I was talking about how my plant may be making upper pictures? Well, it made upper pictures. And they are, oh my gosh, there's a wasp. Take two. And these things are gorgeous. I mean, look at this thing. Has green on the bottom, nice wings, awesome peristome. Look at the lid. Sticking almost, it's pointing to the sky. That's beautiful, guys. Not much to see that it's caught, but I'm guessing that it will probably be catching a lot more. Well, I mean, it's almost September 1st, so it probably won't. But I do have to say, this picture right here has been making a lot of money. It has been getting bank, getting a lot of meals. Like, check this out. All those ants. This summer was nuptial flight season for ants. And I guess one of them landed in the soil, because now there's an ant colony growing in the soil of the plant. And I guess this is a example of mutualism, actually, because the ants are getting meals. The ants are getting nectar that comes from the pitchers, and so they take that back to the colony, because not all of them slip. And in return, the plant takes some of the ants and uses that to make new pitchers, such as this upper pitcher right here, which I'm so proud of. Here's another nice pitcher. It's not an upper, but it also makes a lot of ant bank. Another thing I have to say is, I am completely surprised on the amount of pitchers that are coming in. That'll probably be here by September 20th, maybe. Probably 15th, maybe 10th. Here's an example. There's a nice pitcher, super big, beautiful, just loving it. Here's another one getting big. This one, something happened where now it's just this teensy tiny pitcher, and I don't think it was supposed to open, but it did, and it has a complete peristome somehow. So that's a little pitcher. Oh, I'm trying to navigate to show you the pictures in the back. Off camera, we had our first pitcher casualty. It died, and I cut off the top. That's sad. Here's a pitcher that was back there, once again getting an ant feast. Here's one that I'm super excited for, which is also coming in super nicely. Check out all that green. Can't get enough. You might be saying, how is that so amusing to you? If that's just Nepenthes ventrata, the easiest pitcher plant to grow. I say this is my first Nepenthes, and I've been waiting 4 years. Well, about 2 or 3 years, but I like to say 4 years because it's more dramatic. But so basically about 2.5, about 3 years now, or 2 and 2/3 years. That's 2 years, and until now, into the summer. So I guess that's 2 2/3 of a year, maybe? That's how long I've been waiting for this guy to finally make uppers. That's super nice. Loving it. And the rest of the things that I have to say are just quick updates. By the way, we have this awesome flava right here. Just produced another pretty massive pitcher. These are more than a foot long, and they're just huge. Check at that. Look at that pitcher. It's not listening. There we go. Check it. Look at that. See down there. Here's a quick stage. This thing right here is the first picture on the plant of this year. It's not very long, doesn't have much stomach length. It only has that much room for growing, and the rest of it is just other growth. But it only has that much room for eating, that's what I meant. Very small, kind of a deformed peristome. Next in line we had this one, which is even bigger, still attached to the plant. And it has a very deformed peristome, but at this point there's just a hole through it because it got snapped right there or something. Still has a deformed peristome. Now we have this one, which is not looking good at all. It used to have a perfect peristome. Really nice, but not as big. And then out of the blue, we just get this giant picture. And then here we have the older brother. And then right here, we have the newest picture, and they're just so big. Oh my gosh, look at them. Look at those pictures. Yeah, I've never seen it get this big before. And then we just have some other nice pitcher plants. You can tell it's fall because our fly traps are starting to make low to the ground leaves that are not as big, not nearly as big as the summer leaves. Let's see, here was a really big one. That was good times. But it's coming fall, and that's not the only plant who's making little leaves. Just want to say this plant's coming along pretty nicely. And it's kind of hard to see, but down there it's also making little leaves. Try and get a view, but there's just this little trap down there if you can see that. Then we have my oldest plant, which is just not giving up. It's just, you see, once it's big, it's gonna stay big. And some of these traps have been here since spring. Look how big they are. Beautiful reddish leaves. Look at that one. So many of them too. There's like 4 of them. Let me try and show you the entire plant because it may. Oh yeah. I've raised this bad boy for 3 years in a row now, and check it out. Can't get enough of those traps. Look how many of them are. They're just everywhere. 360 of this giant plant. Still cannot believe that I raised this plant from a little baby. That was only $3 at a grocery store. I don't think it was $3. It was probably like $5. But I was too not understanding money to remember. And then we just have other plants. Pick you up. Perfectly planty parkour. Don't close any traps. Don't close any traps. Don't close any traps. Yes. No. I closed some of them. I'm sure it's fine. They're pretty healthy. Quickly update on the cringy video I made about planting my dragon fruit seedlings. Turns out that cutting them out on a paper towel wasn't really working, and if you just gently pulled, then they would just slide right off without their roots tearing. So I'm kind of a dumb. So yeah, they're pretty nice. Nice little green seedlings. No cacti sign yet. No sign of cacti. And I haven't showed you this, but this is a pineapple propagation, which is really successful, as you can see. Nice long roots right there. Probably going to make a video about it, planting it later. Drosera alisae, which was attacked by my new puppy Rebel, but coming along nicely. This side is actually sunburned, so that's why it's so much smaller than this side. Because during the summer, there's this massive heat wave with like 100-something degrees for like in a week. And this side was facing the sun, so you can definitely tell it had the ouchy feelings. But otherwise, it's coming nicely. Banana! Nice to see ya. Some pretty big leaves. Check that out. Oh yeah. Ugh. Pretty long stem though. Or should I say trunk. Purpurea being fat as ever. Loving it. This plant I actually got with a pineapple on it. The raccoons and animals ate the pineapple, which I turned into that propagation. And it's not doing anything. It's just sitting there and turning yellow. I thought they were supposed to make like a second stalk after they make a fruit. Then we have the older brother, which is amazing. Not as big as last year due to the obnoxious amount of rain. Tillandsia is looking nice. Just grab one of these. This is my oldest Tillandsia, and it's also my biggest. Look at that. Pretty big to me, because I've never really grown these guys before. But, oh, almost just dropped mine. Super cool to have. I can't get enough of these guys, actually. Super beautiful. Even though most of them got eaten by maple, so thanks for reducing my massive collection to like 10 plants. It used to be like 30 because I got a bunch of unboxings. That's what I meant to say. Last but not least, we have our Miranda, which is recovering pretty well. It had 2 leaves. Oh my god. These dogs. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Hey, girls. Hey, calm down. Don't bite each other. Hey. What on earth? Inside.